Hi guys, I'm Eden-Sangwell here for BartenderHQ.com, and on this week's show we have Gold of Mauritius and Mauritius Club Rums. We have the Monkey Shoulder finals results from the Ultimate Bartender Challenge, and we have a little bit of flair for you. So let's get on with the show.
Welcome to the BartenderHQ.com podcast. Find us on Facebook and Twitter at BartenderHQ. Here's your host, David Scooby Sangwell.
Okay, so first up this week, I want to thank the guys over at Trilogy Beverages and Ulrich, who is the brand ambassador for Mauritius Club, for sending me out their little care package. So I've got a couple of rums that I'm trying. I don't know if you saw recently, but we featured the Mauritius Club Julep on the website recently. That was because it was submitted by Ulrich, who is their brand ambassador over on the worldwide bartenders community. That's our Facebook group where everyone can kind of get involved. And we featured it then on the Bartender HQ website, and Ulrich was kind enough to send me over a lovely bottle of their Mauritius Club rum, as well as also a bottle of the Gold of Mauritius as well. Now, these are wicked rums. I've had a bit of a try of them over the last couple of days. The Mauritius Club has got a really deep kind of black cherry kind of flavour to it. It's very, very nice, very complex. It's not what you kind of expect from the majority of rums straight away. And then the Golden Mauritius, which is their kind of super premium, that's got a real dark chocolate kind of bitter, almost like a Bourneville kind of chocolate flavour to it. Really, really tasty. Really enjoying these. And I just had a quick look on their website. They've got a couple of cocktails on there. There's only about 3 on there. I will give the Julep a try. At the moment, I've got an old-fashioned on the go with the Golden Mauritius, which is very, very nice. And yeah, so we're going to do some funky stuff with these rums over the next few weeks. So keep an eye on the Bartender HQ website for that. There'll be some videos coming up with those. And I've talked to Ulrich as well, and we've got a couple of other ideas that we're banging around, kind of flair-oriented as well. So fingers crossed that should all come off, and we'll be getting that up very, very soon. So on Thursday night, Monkey Shoulder held their finals of the Ultimate Bartender Challenge, which they held last year. This is the second year, and it was a huge success. Very big competition. There were 3 finalist teams that went through to the finals. There was a team from Newcastle, a team from Bristol, and a team from Horsham, I believe. And the Horsham team, the Dead Parrot, were the winners. They had very much a sort of Monty Python's Flying Circus kind of theme. They had almost sort of steampunky looking uniforms for the guys. And the way that the format of the Ultimate Bartender Challenge works, as I understand it, is it doesn't just involve how you work behind the bar and making a couple of cocktails. It's not like a flair competition or a mixology competition as such. It kind of covers everything there is about bartending. So it includes how efficiently you can do a stock take, breaking down cardboard boxes. It includes the actual workings of a shift and all the other stuff that goes on around bartending. So it's a really interesting way of running a comp. I believe it's also been run outside the UK as well. I think they had an Australian one, maybe, and a couple in Europe. And hopefully we'll see next year it gets even bigger. Now, you'll know that I got the chance to interview Grant from Monkey Shoulder a few weeks ago when I went down to the aerodynamic party down in London, and we had a great night. I had a good chat with him. We talked a bit Monkey Shoulder stuff, and you can check that out on the previous podcast with Grant Neve, the brand ambassador of Monkey Shoulder. But congratulations to the guys from the Dead Parrot. They will now be running their own pop-up bar at London Cocktail Week, and they get to keep all of their takings. So that's kind of their surprise for it. They get this pop-up bar, which is all funded by Monkey Shoulder. I believe they get their stock and everything as well, and they get to keep all the takings. So happy days. Okay, and finally on this week's show, I wanted to talk about the World Flair Association. We're going to go into a few different bits of flair actually this week. So, first of all, Sunday nights, if you live in Birmingham or in the surrounding areas, Sunday nights get down to Reflex Arcadian. That's in Birmingham City Centre between 8 and 10 p.m. and we run the West Midlands Flair Club there. Now, you can come along, you can join in. We've got some flair bottles there, we've got some tins, and if you've never tried flair bartending before, but you've always thought, well, let's give it a go, come on down. We're really supportive. We'll give you a hand. We'll show you some moves, and we also just, chat about general bar stuff and complain about our bosses and all that sort of stuff. So that is every Sunday night at Reflex Arcadian in Birmingham City Centre from 8 until 10. The bar's open as well. Obviously, grab yourselves a beer while you're there and have a chat with some bartenders. So that's the first thing that I wanted to mention. The second thing is the Masters of Flair competition this year will be on the 23rd of August. It's also going to be at Reflex Arcadian in the Birmingham City Centre, and we're looking for competitors. We've got around about 3/4 of the number of competitors we need. If you're interested, shoot me a message over through the website, tweet me, whatever. Just get in touch, and I'll be hosting the event, so I will be announcing the bartenders as they come on, maybe even commentating a little bit. So yeah, get down to it. Even if you don't flair at the moment, it's a great opportunity to meet some flair bartenders, get involved in the industry stuff, and we'll have a good chat about what's going on with the bar industry. So that is Masters of Flair. You can follow us at Masters of Flair on Twitter. You can also find the West Midlands Flair Club on Facebook, and just get in touch with the guys and we'll have a chat. It'd be cool. So, got a couple of things. World Flair Association is it's an organisation. I believe they're actually based in the UK, and the whole point of this thing is to improve knowledge of flair and sort of create some standards within it. And that's something that I really like about the way that they're running it. If you saw my interview way back, I think it was about episode 10 or 13 maybe, with Tom Dyer, who was at the time, and still is in fact, the Roadhouse World Flair Champion. He's the reigning champion at the moment. He works with the WFA and the gradings that they do, and it's the gradings that I wanted to mention today, actually. So basically, the systems that they run is that they've created a grading system for flair bartenders, so you can get to a specific level, a grade of a bartender, so that, for example, if you were going to a potential employer, you can say, well, I'm a WFA certified flair bartender up to yellow level or orange level, red level, whatever it may be. And it goes all the way up to bronze, silver, gold at the top. Red being actually the judge's colour. So you're not actually certified as a flair bartender at that level. But essentially the point of these is you, by joining the WFA, you get your white tin level straight away, which is the equivalent of your white belt at karate. When you go to do your yellow tin grading, which is the first level, and you can do this at any of their sort of approved centres around the world, you will get your white tin immediately, and you'll also be given your yellow tin, assuming you pass the grading. So the first level grading that they do is the yellow. It involves 10 exhibition flair moves, 10 working flair moves, and then there's also there's a basic cocktail that you need to make in a certain amount of time. I believe there's a couple of basic pour tests, things like that. So it's basically a very kind of general level of bartending. I believe it's a sea breeze cocktail actually that you make. All the details are on worldflairassociation.com, and you can also find over there my article on how to score more points without learning new moves in flair competitions. Tom Dyer approached me and he asked me to sort him out with some articles. So there will be some more of my stuff going up there, hopefully very, very soon. On that subject, if you are a female flair bartender, or if you know one, please get them to get in touch with me. I'm writing an article about ladies in flair bartending, because there aren't enough of them. There need to be more. Love seeing women flair. It looks awesome. It really grabs attention because it's so rare. but we want to encourage as many girls to get involved as well as we can. So if you know a female flair bartender, or you are a female flair bartender, please drop me a message through the website or tweet me, because I want to have a chat with you for another article that Tom's asked me to write. But getting back to the actual WFA, they kind of administer a whole bunch of flair competitions. They have a calendar on there for flair competitions that are coming up all around the world, affiliated and otherwise, as well as obviously this grading system that they're offering for bartenders. Myself and one of the other guys from the Flair Club are planning to go and do our first gradings very, very soon. Fingers crossed, should get through first time. It doesn't look like there's anything on there that I can't imagine not being able to do. But you know what it's like, as soon as you get under the pressure, sometimes your brain goes a bit crazy and you can't even pick up a tin, let alone flip it. But that is the intention, that the two of us are going to go over there, and as soon as we've done that and we get our cool gradings tins, we will let you know all of the details about what goes on the days, how you can give yourself the best chance, all that sort of thing. So keep an eye out for that. Now, all of this information you can find over at worldflairassociation.com, and if you need to sign up with them, you need to create an account on their site. You can sign up using your Facebook page, using your Facebook account that you've already got set up, so that saves a lot of time. And then basically you can see all of the gradings videos. It's got a demonstration of every move at regular speed and in slow motion, and it gives you all the details about the days and when your local centre will be holding a grading as well. So you can get on there, find out exactly when you can do your gradings and get it booked. So wrapping up today's show, guys, all the usual stuff. Follow us on Twitter. We are over at BartenderHQ on Twitter. You can find us on the Facebook page. That's facebook.com/BartenderHQ. You can also find us on the Worldwide Bartenders community on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram at BartenderHQPics. You can also find us on Tumblr, which is bartenderhq.tumblr.com. And you can obviously find us at BartenderHQ as well, at bartenderhq.com online. Please, guys, if you've got 5 minutes, I would really, really appreciate it. Jump over to iTunes and give us the 5-star review. Really helps us out, gets us out to more people. And please, please, please share this podcast with a friend. If you have 5 minutes, if you're watching this on the YouTube channel, share the video on your Facebook page, share it on your timeline. Let all the bartenders that you know of see this show, and hopefully they'll find it useful in some way. And if you don't, it's easy enough. You can call me, jump on the Bartender HQ website, click the button, and you will be able to leave me a voicemail message. Then we can answer your questions on the show. If there's something you don't like about the show, if there's something you want changing, if there's something that I just don't address that you need to know about, tell me and I'll fix it. This show is for you guys. So I've been David for bartenderhq.com, and I'll see you guys next week.
Thanks for listening to the BartenderHQ.com podcast. Find us on Facebook and Twitter at BartenderHQ.
Bad ambassador. Brand, bad ambassador. No. Brand ambassador. Brand ambassador for Monkey Shoulder. I can't say it. With Grant Neve, the brand ambassador.